doing?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our talk show. I'm Josh.
I'm not Josh.
You're not.
Thank God.
Who are you?
I don't know if I could live with myself if I was you.
Wow.
You take that however you want.
It's like Batman.
It's like Batman. What?
Batman got cloned by Darkseid. They couldn't handle being Batman, so they committed suicide.
Really?
They couldn't handle all the sorrow that Batman went through, so
I
they all
don't
committed.
remember.
It's in the comics.
I feel bad, you know.
It's in the comics.
I feel like that'd be the same thing with me. Like, clone me, my clone wouldn't be able to handle it. Just jump off a bridge.
Oh, why is there pain? You would think if you can clone him, you can fix your pain, right?
What's going on?
You'd figure.
Oh, somebody's spamming likes and stuff. It's just bubbling up over here. That's fun. That's cool. Whatever. So let's get started. Today's episode is Haven't Missed a Day.
Haven't missed a day. Consistency.
Well, fuck you too. You flicked me off.
That went a different way.
I mean, they saw it. You flicked me off. Meow. What's our random fact for today, Josh?
Most Disney characters wear gloves to keep animation simple.
See, I thought they just wore gloves because all like Disney's always killing some family members or something.
Damn.
So they didn't want to leave evidence anywhere.
Oh, wow.
That's my theory, at least, right? Like, Disney be killing off mamas and papas and brothers and
That's true. They do.
just everybody Disney can think of that you might care about. Disney kill them off, right? Like, if you're a Disney fan, you know somebody in that family is dying as soon as they show a main character.
That's it. They become a superhero.
That's right. It's like, you're a main character, dead. You know, so
you like your mom and dad?
So like I said, my theory is that, you know, the Disney characters wear the gloves so they don't get their fingerprints on nothing. You know.
Did you hear the theory about Disney? Once they noticed they're aware of something, they disappear.
Right.
Like it was in the Gucci movie too. The second one when he was in college, and the guy's like, "Why are we always wearing gloves?" And he never saw him again.
Delicious coffee. This month's charity, because it is Pride Month, June Pride Month, is Human Rights Campaign Foundation. It's missing. The foundation's missing underneath
Oh, it is.
my coffee. Good thing I remembered that. And that's because it's Pride Month this month, and they're a Pride Foundation.
Pride Foundation.
Pride Foundation.
Well, they believe in all human rights.
Well, yes, but I mean, it's you know, you can check the link down below, and you know, do your own research and this, that, and the third. Also, we have audio versions on Anchor FM, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasting needs.
That's right. Our friend Travis here in the chat said you uncovered the truth. He's going into hiding.
I mean, it's like,
Well, he thinks you should go into hiding.
I didn't.
Disney's coming after you.
I just probably, yeah. It won't happen until we're famous, right? Because that's how things work. Like, you don't get in trouble until you're famous, and then once you're famous, then everybody wants to kick you in the dick. So, you know, like, we're fine now, but once we're famous, then we're screwed. But
Kicked in the dick?
that's like the Bob Ross theory. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
So the theory about Bob Ross is that all of his paintings are places where he hid the bodies.
Really?
Yeah. Like they're
So he's like, we're gonna add a tree.
right. Each one of his paintings is where he hid a body.
Oh wow!
So, but
He did a lot of paintings.
That's right. That's the theory. So I
He was
imagine
teaching us every Sunday.
there's
man.
a lot of bodies.
He's
Right.
like, we're gonna add a cloud here.
You can't be that happy and not be murdering people. Like,
He's like
that's
the
all
last
I can,
touch of is when the body is.
you know. That's all I can think about. It's like you're not that.
Him and Mr. Rogers.
Right, him and Mr. Rogers. Well, no, Mr. Rogers was putting them on that goddamn train in pieces and sending them back to whatever land that was. You know.
Fuck away from me.
Actually, the theory behind that, right, is the trolley and stuff.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Rogers was on acid. Right, so when the
Yeah,
trolley
change
was,
his shoes.
he changed his shoes, and when the trolley had come by and go to wherever, that was
dropping acid.
that was Mr. Rogers dropping acid, and you know,
That's how he got through all that children's shows.
that's
Every
how
day changing his fucking shoes.
I remember Bob Saget said in an interview, he's like, "Do you know how hard it is not to say fuck for 20 years?"
Oh yeah, because he was on America's Funniest Home Videos, Full
Family
House.
Matters, or Full House. Yeah, you just couldn't say.
That's how Steve Harvey. He went to the what's it called the HBO special one, whatever.
And just cursed up.
The Apollo. No, he came back to do the host. It was like 30 years of it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he's standing next to him and they're doing dirty jokes and he kind of like moves away and he's like, "What are you?" He's like, "Man, I have 3 shows. All right, I'm trying to get paid. I can't be associated with this kind of language."
I'm trying to get.
I have a show
paid.
called Little Bigs. Okay, like.
Well, Steve Harvey make bank. So you gotta
But
watch
he
out.
he kind of like moved away. He's like, "I can't be associated with those kind of jokes. I have 3 talk shows."
I was on Comedians in Cars. He was talking about that. He's like, you can't
make a
say
joke.
you can't say anything anymore. You just get somebody somewhere's mad. You know.
He's like, "When do we have to start apologizing for joking?"
Right. All right, moving on. What do we got in news today?
On the news today, our hearts go out to everybody who is involved in this. But there was 4 mass shootings in 6 hours, leaving 38 wounded and 6 dead across the U.S.
4 mass shootings
in different states,
all at the same time.
within 6 hours of each other.
Jesus Christ!
I think it was in Orlando, Texas, Chicago, and somewhere else.
That's just crazy. The fact that they coordinated it like that, it's just.
I don't know if they did or not. I know that in Orlando they were celebrating the
4 mass shootings in one day. That's not coincidence.
Well, I don't know if it could have been a shootout. Like in Chicago, you don't know if it's a mass shooting.
I mean, well, that's true.
But
I'm just saying though, like
in
normally,
Orlando was the 5-year or whatever when the one shooting happened over there in that club, and they started
meow.
they started some kind of foundation.
That was
That's
a
what
few
happened in
years
Orlando.
back.
Yeah, but that's another
Last year.
shooting happened during that.
But I mean, it's just crazy to think like there's no once you start getting numbers like that, coincidence for me falls away.
I know, right? Like in different
You know.
states. Same thing happened with the riots. Remember, they all rioted in the police stations in different states.
I've just watched too many goddamn detective shows. Once you start meow. Sorry, my cat's outside of the door, literally meowing at the top of her lungs. If you can't hear her.
Kind of upset.
But once you start getting numbers like that, like it's not coincidence. Okay, 4 in one day. We've never heard of 2 in one day.
That's true.
2 shootings, right? Maybe a mass shooting and then somebody else got shot over in another state or something.
We also
But
had-
not like 4 mass shootings.
Last week, somewhere in Boynton or Boca at Publix, there was a shooting.
As Royal Palm.
Someone named Alex put Apex community question mark.
Where's
It's on Facebook.
is it on I'm not getting nothing off of Facebook.
You wrote back on Facebook.
Just to one, but I haven't been getting any more. I put it in the Apex community because we do talk about Apex from time to time, the updates and stuff like that. It's in the middle of the season, so we don't actually have any Apex news for today, I don't think.
They didn't drop anything at E3.
Well, Apex wouldn't.
They just drop it
Everyone's been
randomly.
talking about hoping for Titanfall 3 from Respawn.
That's right.
But that's not a thing that we actually think is going to happen.
Probably not.
I imagine they will at some point. But they're just making too much goddamn money as it is, with Apex. Like they're having great success with it.
We don't get Rick and Morty.
Oh, there it goes. Now I'm getting it.
We don't get no Rick and Morty though.
Apex Addicts community.
Apparently Travis has been playing Apex.
But yeah, no, we actually I play a lot. Josh doesn't play as much,
No, I haven't played any games in a while. I took a break.
Valkyrie was great actually. If you think about it, I liked Valkyrie. Sonya really likes Valkyrie.
Oh no, I use her when running solos. Well, it's not so. It's duos, but I never get a teammate. So.
Hi Trina.
Oh, she's been a while.
Yeah, she's been busy.
She moved back.
So this isn't Apex related, but it is gaming related. Our next one.
Yes, Nintendo Factory is to be turned into a gaming museum in Japan.
What, the original one?
Mm-hmm. Japan's gaming giant Nintendo has announced that it would transform a factory where it once manufactured games into a museum preserving it. So they're going to have all the systems, the American and the Japanese version.
Speaking of all the manufacturers and stuff right now, Sony is in a little bit of a tiff with all the actual game creators, because most gaming systems don't actually make their own games. They may make one or two here. Well,
that's third-party developers, yeah.
Right, but like Respawn. Okay, Respawn's across damn near every platform now.
Rockstar.
Okay, they're even trying to develop their own
Another realm. Yeah.
Mobile game for like Apex, trying to put Apex on mobile.
Well, they can because they put it on Switch, and Switch is using a mobile graphics thing.
Right. Well, but that's the thing with Sony right now is like Sony wants game coming out for the PS5.
Yeah, they're pushing it.
Creators for the games are saying, well, we're not going to cut our throats because you want exclusive games. We're going to put it out on both PS4 and PS5.
At least for another 2 years.
Well, most of the systems barely went 9 months after.
Unless it's like something like Cyberpunk, they can't handle the PS4. You get what I'm saying?
PS5 couldn't handle Cyberpunk.
But like you said, there wasn't much of a jump between PS4 and PS5 other than the storage and the graphics.
Right, there's not a whole
lot.
But
from PS3 to PS4, it was a big jump.
Right.
Hence why you couldn't put both games.
Well, and then
that's why they kept remastering Grand Theft Auto.
So then you got like God of War, right? Which
Beautiful
is like
game.
Which it was a great game. It was fun. It was entertaining, stuff like that. But when the PS4 came out, they claimed, "Oh, well, God of War, there's no load times," which wasn't actually true.
It's pretty quick.
No, because see, the thing is like you're between place to place. You were in that door.
Oh yeah.
Right. It wasn't really not a load time.
You didn't have to take the door either.
It was just
sometimes you did, but not
right.
All the time.
You could go the whole. You could walk, but that'd take
forever. And they had
forever.
the other thing when you're in the tree.
That's what I'm talking about. The tree.
But the other tree, like when you went to the world tree to go to a different realm, you're going to a different realm. It's gonna take a minute.
I don't know. Trina says, "Sorry, it's been a while. We have been super busy. It started playing
Valiant. Her husband has a full-time Twitch channel.
Does he?
Yeah. I think he's back from the service.
Is he?
And he plays Twitch.
I'll have to check that out. What else?
She sent you a link.
Did she? I
think so.
I don't pay attention. I'm bad about that.
I'm bad about that.
I really am. I'm fucking
answering the phone.
Answering the
your
phone.
Wife.
Well, no, I miss that normally too.
But usually you call her right back or what?
Yeah, I try to call her right back. Anybody else, I'm like, oh, well, okay.
I'll get back to him later.
I'll get back to him when I get back to him, right? It's like if I get messages on Facebook, I'm like, oh, well.
Or you do that thing like you thought you sent the message when you didn't?
Right.
Like you thought of it?
I'll just write it and
Or you thought of it.
Completely forgot to.
Playing Apex.
Facebook channel.
Yeah, they have a Facebook channel too.
Well, that's cool. I got an RC. Did I tell you about my RC channel?
Your RC page?
The worst part is it's really like picking up. People are liking it every day and subscribing to it. I just don't put a lot of stuff into it. I need to get.
She called it Wally World. That's funny.
I need to get some admin for it to run it while I'm not there.
I don't know. I went back to 7-minute reviews and have another. What's it called? It's still getting views. Fucking Teen Wolf's almost at 1,000.
Is it really?
It's at 800 and something.
I had a few of those I wanted to do.
I want to get back into it. We could do WandaVision. You could do Doctor Who.
Man, the problem with Game of Thrones.
You could do Game of Thrones.
That pissed me off so bad.
You watched it recently.
What kind? I'm just throw this out here, right? All right. So
the last season.
No. Well, yes and no. But so the White Walkers are essentially zombies, right?
Yeah, it was made by that dragon thing you said.
In what zombie movie right? Have you ever heard somebody just suggest that we casually stroll out, grab a zombie, and then go back to safety? Like, where's the fucking, with no plan of escape, no horses to outrun him.
We're just gonna fight a zombie?
Right, we're gonna waddle out into the middle of nowhere, grab a fucking zombie, and just waddle back into safety. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking, but it is just
I think they're more about undead than zombie.
what does it matter? There was 100,000 of them.
Hey, she killed him. DJ's like, oh no. Oh, she dropped the knife. Here it comes.
Yeah, but they went after the king, so that's how,
Smart. They had a dragon.
that's how oh man, it just made me certain part I can't handle when things are not thought out, right? Especially Jesus.
We call it lazy writing.
Right, like and I get that sometimes you're like fuck it. Well,
yeah, they're based off the books, which are
right, super thick. I'm sure they had a plan then. In the
books, oh yeah.
They probably had a plan of
I don't know,
escape.
man. Lord of the Rings had a whole book dedicated to walking trees, so
See, now everybody says that joke, right? Like, oh, Lord of the Rings was just about walking.
walking. No, even the trees were walking.
Right, a big part of it is, yes, they were just walking, but there was a lot of fighting and things happening and going on.
Yeah, the whole side story with Gollum.
We didn't even talk about, what was the headline? Microsoft is developing.
That's the next one.
Oh.
Microsoft is developing new hardware to bring Netflix for games service to TVs.
All
I
right.
also read another headline that says that Microsoft is getting out of the console wars.
So, so there won't be another Xbox.
That's why they're doing this. They're thinking that streaming's the next go-to thing instead of buying games and buying consoles.
Oh man,
I guess they did so well with the Xbox Game Pass thing.
Well, originally it was GameFly. Like, you remember that?
Yeah,
like,
but you couldn't stream. You get games in the mail.
No, you would, right. You would.
So I'm assuming they're going to do like that stupid Google Sat or whatever it is. But now you can play, through like the Roku or something.
Well, PlayStation had the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, well,
which
PlayStation
you could,
Now.
PlayStation Now, right? Where you could play a lot of games and stuff like that.
But now, nothing compared to Xbox.
I mean, Days Gone was on there. Some of the exclusive PS4 games were
like I
up.
said, not compared to.
But you still had to download the game.
Some of them you could stream it and download depending on your internet service. Some games are just downloadable somewhere.
And then your next problem is like, so now all right, so you have
Netflix type thing.
You can stream games. What controller are you going to use? Do you have to buy a controller offline
I'm assuming it's gonna be Bluetooth.
hook it to
I'm
your
sure
TV?
It's like whatever you have, because you know how the PS5 can hook up to your iPhone now.
So my problem with stuff like this is we don't think about the people who don't have money. Right? A good business. Oh, we're back. A good business plan, right, for something like that is to have it so people who are in a poorer state can still buy, right? Because $500, that's a lot of money for a system. That's most people's entire paycheck for the week.
I'm moving the camera.
I'm moving the camera? What else? Set it so close to... But that's people's entire paycheck for the whole fucking week.
Yeah.
Like that's
That's a lot, even for parents to buy for their kids.
Right. Take some months to save up for stuff like that. So now,
and then I have a game for it.
Right, and then you've got all kinds of systems so you buy the PS5 when it first comes out, $500.
Games are $70 now. It's $60.
It's overheating. Games are expensive.
Mm-hmm. You'd be playing the same game on PS4.
You couldn't afford the $200 warranty, so now when it overheats, you're just fucked. You got to buy a new one because
they've been doing that. We had the Red Ring of Death. But Xbox fixed that for free.
Right, and that, but again, that's the reason. I don't buy first gen stuff.
They don't have as much storage.
Always so much problems.
To the fact that PS5, I don't know about Xbox, made it so you can change out the memory easier, like a SD or whatever to put
Right.
in there. So they already know that they
already
don't have
knew.
enough storage.
Right. Not enough storage. Shit was going to go wrong, and you were going to want to transfer your shit to a different system.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
all of that. So I don't know. Microsoft. It's not going to be the first time somebody's tried this, right?
that SATA. The Google one.
The difference is Microsoft has the capital if they've got to wait for it to take off, right? Like they're not going to be hurting for money,
No, all they have to
But
do
if
is
it
build
gets-
servers and get the streaming
Right.
set up.
which won't hurt Microsoft
No
nowhere near
different
as
than the Game
bad.
Pass.
Right. If Netflix tried to do something like this on its own, or like even like Google,
They
Right.
tried. They had the SATA,
right? But Google
but no one
doesn't.
plays SATA.
Google doesn't have the capital to wait
No.
for it to take off, or to like so with when Apex came out, right? Apex played a lot of different streamers to switch to Apex and play Apex for a while, so people would see it
Which,
instead of marketing it,
that's true. It's cheaper.
right? Well, yeah, I mean, rather than
Like, do you really see game commercials anymore?
no, first off, I didn't because I don't watch gamers. I'm not like, ooh, let's watch this game. I'm a player.
I can't.
I want to play.
Like I get
Okay.
I like we said we watched Vegeta play and Kakarot. I like that kind of commentary kind of stuff because that's funny.
Right, it's like 10 minutes.
But
Of,
we're watching like God of War playthrough, and it's like
I mean, now don't get me wrong.
I could play this.
There are certain games that I have done that for, like my Digimon games, but that's because I want the best stats. I want,
You want to see how they did it?
you know, right. I want to see the little tricks that they don't tell you in the game. You know, so it's like even like with Apex, sometimes I will watch.
Oh, how they do their settings.
Right. Well, and if you pay attention, there's how they do their settings. There's a few of them that are navigators like me, who know the little nooks and crannies and stuff like
Where
that.
to hide.
Right, where to hide, where to push to, how to push.
Oh, GoldenEye guys.
Shortcuts. Oh, Golden Eye.
What is your favorite game of all time?
Ooh, that's rough. That is actually a very difficult question.
There's been so many.
Most of it's so many great games. Like I like the Digimons, Yu-Gi-Ohs,
Smash Bros.
Smash Brothers. That was one of
The
my
whole
favorites.
series.
I
I think GoldenEye. Actually,
actual GoldenEye.
The actual GoldenEye game from Nintendo 64.
Well, it was like I think each system had its own favorite game. Like if it was 64, it was Conker's Bad Fur Day.
For me, it was GoldenEye.
That was my favorite one.
Or any of the wrestling games on that system.
Right. I didn't like the wrestling game.
Smash PS3 for me was Infamous 2.
I did see. I had when the PS3 came out. It was when the Xbox 360 came out. So I went for Microsoft that time.
Halo.
Fable.
That was Halo 3.
Well, Fable 3 sucked. Fable 2 was the best one.
McPherson said Soul Calibur 4.
Soul Calibur 4, yeah.
But we put the most
She
hours
thinks,
in. But
she thinks Soul Calibur 4, but she don't want to get beat up in Soul Calibur
any
4.
of the Dragon Balls. Oh, and PS2, Tenkaichi 2.
Yeah, you like that one. 'cause you
Budokai
could
Tenkaichi
cheat,
2.
yeah. You were the cheater in that. I don't know how you do it, but you just cheat like oh hell. Teleporting.
Timing.
But favorite game of all time, that's difficult. I've played a lot of games.
We put a lot of hours in the Apex, though.
You know. I've put a lot of hours in Apex.
A lot of hours.
Like
3 years worth. Almost 3 years.
compared to everybody else. All right, what we got? We got next.
The
news.
Flash movie reported surprise cameo reveal. You want to know who it is? Gustin Grant. Or Grant Gustin, sorry.
Grant Gus. So the Flash from CW.
Is going to be in as a cameo.
He should just be
No.
the
Someone
Flash.
else.
See, I can't. You know what pissed me off? Right? Was in the Snyder cut or in the original one.
The 4 eye.
What really fucking irritated me about
What?
broadcast has been paused. We'll resume shortly.
Where?
Twitch and Facebook. We're still on YouTube, it looks like.
Yeah, but there's no streaming.
Huh?
We have internet.
Oh,
All right, we're back on YouTube.
That just keeps
Yeah, we're going. We're good.
We're good? We're
Yeah,
not?
we're good.
So what really pisses me off, right? It's like with the Justice League movie. Did you see how Flash was running? This bullshit where he's like throwing his arms out and doing all this crazy crazy nonsense. Like
He's aerodynamic, man.
did that look aerodynamic to you? Him running? I just
Or when he slid, he gets Superman to punch him.
yeah. Well, no, it's that overacting bullshit. Sometimes simple is best, right? Just run, right? Don't fucking pretend that you've got to throw your arms out because of such. Just run, and then we'll fix it later. It's just
We'll fix it later.
it cut out for 10 seconds. Yeah, it does that
Oh, on
sometimes.
YouTube, it was like boom.
But no, it's just why would you ruin even in the comic books, did they let's change the way he runs? No.
Hey, like this.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. Like it can clearly be seen, right?
Too much.
Like you just put.
And when he went to time, what is it called? Speed time or whatever in the movie, he was just like
the lightning was breaking everything.
Yeah,
just breaking everything. It's like, well, that doesn't seem like a superhero you could have in your house. Like, it's like, hey, honey, which do you want to invite the Justice League over for
and
dinner?
he always has to put
It's
his finger down. Did you see that to go? He did this stance and he put his finger on the ground and he disappeared. Like what the
stupid?
Like he's a track star.
Well, it's like how? All right, so now we've got all the superheroes, and Flash is like, oh fuck, I want to get food first, and he flashes over to the table, but he's charred the whole house and killed everybody in the house because of the lightning.
But they're not regular people. Why would they move like regular people?
No, but
Fierce is on his ship, bro.
oh, because she knows what I'm talking about. I don't even know if she's seen it or not. If you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he looks like he's fucking flailing around like a dead fish trying to run.
Like he's running in sand in a dream.
He's trying to hook people. Like I don't know. It's just it looks stupid. Like the dumbest running. You like when you see somebody run and you're like, wow, you
It just reminds because he's going fast but slow, so it looks like he's running in sand. He's not going nowhere, but he is.
It looks horrible, right? Could imagine if Octane ran that way.
He's a robot. Half robot. Superman smashes through buildings all the time. They destroy everything just strolling down the street.
Right, and you wouldn't invite
And
that
that's why we
motherfucker
have
to dinner
superhero
either.
insurance.
That's why we have superhero insurance. We had a conversation about that one day, just the whole day, talking about, like you could not live in New York.
It was a show like that. Some side show, whatever. It's like they dealt with the damages of the superheroes and they had to fix the buildings and shit.
Oh man, it'd take years. Never even.
Oh, you gotta do Iron Man. We just bought the building.
Right. Have to buy it to destroy it. All right, what do we got?
We got
Flash. Before we move on, I don't know that kind of shit. Oh, have a cameo. Just put him in the movie then. Just make the movie
Well, no,
with
because we
him.
have two Batmans.
No, it's stupid.
Did you see it? But it was unfinished cut. Poor Snyder.
Even the unfinished cut, it's still how he
I
runs.
watched it.
Like
Took me 3 tries, but I watched it.
the only time he ran properly is when he was pushing the truck, and that's because he wasn't moving his goddamn arms.
He went back in time too.
Like just put CW Flash and make the movie.
Cisco's gone. It's gonna end.
I know it.
Did you watch?
Don't upset me.
I don't know. There's gonna be a new episode this week.
Yeah, well
Who's the villain?
they're already talking
yeah.
about season 7 coming out on Netflix, so probably not. It's probably getting ready to end at like 28 or fucking 10 episodes.
That's it. That's all you're getting.
Fucking bastards. All right, moving on.
Florida man paid a
crying.
bum $100 to attack his girlfriend, and then
Yes.
he visited her in the hospital. He put a GPS tracker in her car too.
But see, I feel like that's just too much.
And then he went and visited her. Are you okay?
Right? Like if I'm gonna pay a bum to whoop your ass, I'm not coming to see you later.
He slashed a girl's face up.
He looks like the type looking at his picture.
So this Florida man accused of paying $100 to a homeless man who slashed his girlfriend's face up. Also allegedly put a GPS tracker in her car. Allegedly.
Well, the homeless man had to know where he was going.
He had nothing but time.
We had nothing but time and resources. More time. Did I watch Snowden? No, not yet. I have not.
Oh, E3's on Twitch right now.
I wasn't feeling good yesterday, so
Snowden? You know what Snowden is, right?
Yeah, he's
The guy
the...
that blew the whistle?
Yeah, Sonya was telling me he was the guy that was...
He blew the whistle.
She wanted me to watch it and discuss it with you, but I was like, Josh's thoughts aren't really coherent half the time. It seems like a little much for him. So...
But I know about Snowden.
I'm deflecting Josh, right? My thoughts aren't
I think
really
Joseph
coherent.
Leonard Gordon played him in the movie.
But, Jesus. Paid a bum.
To slash her face. And then he went to go visit her in the hospital. You okay? Did he get the job done?
Like
and the homeless man.
Did he get the job? I'm here to check to make sure. Oh, your face. Okay. He must have did great.
Whoa. You know, I got these scars. You know, the homeless man was going to snitch.
You know
what
how
I'm saying?
I got
Like
these scars?
The homeless man was going to snitch.
Yeah, as soon as they arrested him.
Like, oh, her boyfriend paid me.
Like,
I got a Big Mac before I went to jail.
well, because he doesn't want to go to jail for the rest of his life.
Oh, there's yours. Florida man accidentally bought a water tower, and it was good enough of a person to give it back to the city. Yeah, DJ was reading that before we started.
We were going to talk about that tomorrow, but how do you buy a tower? Like, did he buy the tower on accident and they sold it on accident?
Maybe like went up for sale, like an IP thing or the land or something, and they bought it on accident. Or they accidentally placed it. Google had it. Google's IP went up. Like, when you get a web address, it's only for so many years, and you gotta renew it. And some guy bought it. And he gave it back to Google.
Oh, there you go.
It was like at midnight, he's like, bye. I own your shit. Like,
see, but that's the kind of stuff, right, that normally doesn't make the news. Like, oh, Florida man was nice enough to return.
no, that's
dumbass.
not true. We had the Florida
dumbass-
man who built desks for children.
Oh, that's true. I guess if you look for good Florida men, there are. But most of the people just see, like...
To be honest, all the news changed since after Corona. I'm not gonna lie to you. But before, if you go back to our other episodes of like Area 51 shit, like dumb shit in the news, the one thing the toe sucker, stuff like that. Like, but now all we got is Corona politics, and like you really got to look.
That's been for months now, though. It's all
a year.
Just Corona and politics. I find some stuff for Wednesday, but it's difficult.
It's not like it used to be.
So after the news, we have
Trying the Wife's Cooking.
Trying the Wife's Cooking, which of course the recipe
Is in the link, yes.
is in the link down below for you. What was it called?
It was called a Brunch Burger. It was made up of your regular hamburger with hash brown, egg, and bacon.
So he says they bought it on accident.
He looked at the paperwork and included a water tower. You're like, whoa. I can't afford that much water.
I don't need that kind of water. Jesus. I'm running a gym. Well, I guess he could have put in showers.
Where's that water fountain hooked up to?
That's it, right? Best
water
in the
there.
city. No, so...
No, they're going to put, what's it called? With the Animaniacs to live there.
That'd be funny. Cut it out and make it a giant Animaniacs. Warner Brothers would sue you.
More people watch the show now, but we're suing you anyway.
Yeah, they'd sue the shit out of you.
The Warner Brother.
Oh, I did post it in both. So we had plenty of gaming news today.
Yeah. So yeah, we had
yes,
Brunch Burger.
It was basically like a breakfast burger, hash browns, egg.
But because of the burger, it's called brunch.
Right, and we had it at dinner time.
Well, doesn't matter when you have it. It's called a brunch burger.
No, I think that's how the rule works, right?
No,
you can't have breakfast at noon.
That's why it's brunch.
Right, that's why it's brunch.
So you have breakfast and lunch.
There's no breakfast at dinner time.
Yeah, we got Brenner.
Brenner? Is it? No, I don't think that's a...
For years, people have breakfast for dinner.
Well, yeah, but I don't think Brenner is a.
And for some reason, you get more excited about having breakfast for dinner than you get breakfast for breakfast.
It's because it's easier to cook.
So much easier.
Right. Breakfast is the easiest meal of the day to cook in the day. So
I liked it. I didn't finish it though, but I liked it. It's in the fridge right now.
I enjoyed it, but yeah, it was hash brown, hamburger,
egg,
cheese,
bacon,
it's
and
supposed
egg.
to be with runny egg.
No, I don't like runny egg.
Well, it's because you're not cultured. You're uncultured swine.
You uncultured swine.
And
who doesn't like sunny
bun.
side up?
Right. Like I said, I thought it was delicious. Make the mayo, stuff like that.
No mayo.
No, right. No mayo for Josh. He didn't like mayo. He didn't like white stuff in and around his mouth.
Apparently, you have an addiction.
I like mayo, yeah.
When your wife has to go, DJ, stop eating the mayo.
No more mayo. No more mayo. But the link, of course, for the recipe
is down below for today and tomorrow.
Down below. You know, she really needs to do her own book because she changes things so damn often.
She even sent me the link. Luckily, I remember what it was, so I just looked up the link myself. I went to the Food Network channel. I'm pretty sure that's where she got it from. Because when I typed it in, no Pinehurst came up. So I'm guessing she got it from the Food Channel when she watches her shows.
Yeah, she watched. Josh can't stand it.
What? He's not in here. Come back later. Go, shoot. Sorry about that. Second preface, ask the hobbits.
He can't handle Side just meowing at the door. I've trained years.
He's loud enough though that it picks some mics pick it up. You can even hear the AC.
But you can hear
if I talk from right here, you cannot really hear it sound like Brett. But you can hear meow clearly through the fucking mic.
Meow. It's because of how loud she is.
But I still give it loud enough that it picks some mics pick it up. You can even hear the AC. If I talk from right here, you cannot.
It won't. Okay.
See, I proved it right there.
Broken. Okay. Sorry.
But I liked it. Give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, it was delicious.
It was massive.
So the
would you tell you? Can you cook a normal burger? What's normal?
Right. Well, I think we're having burgers all this week, like different type of burgers.
That's the theme. We went from having no bread or not supposed to have any carbs
to bread all week.
Carbs. Because of DJ's speech.
Hey.
You get hit by a bus tomorrow. It's sad enough, but now you couldn't get what you wanted to eat. Then you get hit by a bus.
Well, it doesn't make any sense, right? It's like, oh, so you don't eat what you want to eat. Like, I get if you want to lose weight, eat a little bit less, do some exercise, do some stretch and stuff like that.
T-shirt, eat less, move more.
Right. Eat less, move more.
Yeah, move less, eat more. Yep.
But the notion is like, oh, well, we got to go on this diet so we can lose weight. It's like, well, that's just stupid.
I appreciated it.
I don't want to eat.
I can't play my PlayStation, and now you're taking this away from me.
Right.
I am limited by my technology that forces my hand to play when it wants to play, and not when I want to play.
Right. That's irritating.
And now you're telling me I can't eat what I want to eat. And now I gotta do dishes I don't want to do. No, I dropped the line.
I got mad. I'm like, fuck, I can't have bread. I can't play PlayStation. I gotta do dishes. Something's got to change here.
She almost said no mayo.
Something's got to. Oh like, no, I threatened her. Like, she'd go to the cops right now. I threatened the shit out of her.
You threatened divorce.
Yeah, and then I'd kill her.
Attempted murder, right?
Attempted
she tried to kill you.
Or that's it.
She tried to starve you.
Well, like I said, like so now you're not. Now you're eating crap you don't want to eat.
Like, you still have tuna. There's no mayo. What the fuck's the point?
Well, right. How am I going to take the tuna away? Fuck.
Keep the mayo.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
You know what? When my brother was like passing away, bro, you know what he asked for? A roast beef sandwich and a Dr. Pepper, bitch. Like, and all I can think to myself is, fuck, when I'm passing away, I'm gonna be asking for a tuna fish sandwich and a glass of milk.
I don't think they go together.
Like, oh, they're delicious. Cold glass of milk to wash down the tuna. What are you talking about? You haven't lived.
Well, there's never a chance to drink the milk.
Because I've drank that shit.
Yeah.
I need to stop drinking so much goddamn milk. My arteries are gonna clog up. I drink a lot of milk. I love milk. It's like my favorite.
It's like my favorite. It is a favorite.
If you took away all other drinks and was like, you can only drink milk for the rest of your life, I'm like, whatever.
DJ was doing good for a while. He was drinking water.
I have my kicks, you know.
And he was trying to save money too, so he like recycled the water.
That's it. Filling water bottles, but I got lazy.
Is that what happened?
There hasn't been a Sonya here for a few weeks to help me fill water bottles.
Is that what she was doing with you?
But so today's episode, after the news and the wife's cooking, we were going to talk about, you know, trying to be consistent.
Haven't missed a day. That's a joke we made with Adam.
You know.
I've been here every single time.
Right.
To do the show.
Well,
Haven't missed a day.
It's just like, because some days, man, like I'm tired, I'm hurt, I'm in pain. I'll come in here, boy, and I'm like,
and
I'm like,
you ready? You gotta do it. Look like that, and I go, and we're live, and then boom. What's up, everyone?
And then I'm like, all right, cool, bright-eyed and bushy-eyed.
And he's been doing that for a while.
Brown.
When we used to do record, he did the same thing.
Like
Coming in, fucking just pushing everything out of the way. Fucking just, my shoes, my back, and then action. What's up, everyone? God damn.
Yeah,
Unless you throw him off and talk about his past, and then poof.
yeah, like as long as you don't talk about my past, I'm great.
I was listening to that yesterday.
What the past episode?
It
Where
was on Anchor FM. It's called Growing Up. And it's like, hey, we're gonna talk about this, and you're just like, huh? It's like, man, threw him off.
I just don't like. That's not my cup of tea. You know, I don't know. The past is the past. I don't like bringing it up.
That one anime show is pretty good.
But you know,
That made me think.
I'll come in here some days, man. Like I said, I'm just fucking.
And it's win it.
You know, no, you see in it to win it because as soon as the camera comes
That's
on,
what I mean.
You know, I'm.
Yeah,
all
some
right.
days, like some tough weeks, either due to, for a while, it was because of the computer being slow. For a while, the internet kept going in and out. I think we recorded a couple of them.
Oh yeah. See, the problem is I know they can see, right? You.
Oh yeah.
If you've had problems with the computer and stuff, you don't have like a switch, right?
No.
You're you, and that's it.
That's it.
You know.
100%.
Me, I can be dead to the world, fucked up. It don't matter. As soon as the cameras come on, DJ's there. You know.
Here's DJ.
Like I'll share it, and you're like, "You ready?" Yeah, whatever. And then, bam, you know, because there's very.
Are he really fuck with me and try to fight with me beforehand, and he'll go into a dispersonality, and I'm over here just pissed at him.
He's right,
and he's like, "Why are you mad, man?"
Well, what are you mad for? This is a talk show. Doing great. You know, you don't have the.
No, what's
switch.
it called? They said that happened on Smallville. The Tom Welling couldn't do what Michael could do. Michael could be like, "Hey, what's up?" Playing jokes and pranks, and then go Lex Luthor mode.
Right.
And he's
serious.
like, "How the fuck did he do?" He's like, "I'm a method actor."
Well, I mean, it was taught in my drama classes.
Tom's like, "Give me a minute." Well, for Tom, that was his major role, and he was the star, and like had less acting experience than the rest of them. For God's sakes, they had John Glover, who was a freaking Broadway star. You get what I'm saying? Like,
sorry.
You have all these people who have done Broadway or did other TV shows or movie, and you have Tom Welling, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, fucking joking around with freaking Lex Luthor, and then they go action, and he went straight to Lex Luthor mode, and Tom's like, "Hold on."
Well, it was the same thing
Like-
with Captain America.
Chris Evans?
Chris Evans, yeah. Him and Robert Downey Jr. always playing jokes on each other and shit like that, and then turned back into Captain America and Iron Man.
But
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Like, you can't.
Well,
That's like Ryan Reynolds going, I switched into Deadpool.
But-
like, what do you mean you switch?
Yeah.
You are Deadpool. You're every character you ever play. You're playing Ryan Reynolds. Like,
Right.
they write a script, and it's like, here, you gotta play this guy.
That shit.
Oh, it's
talking.
me. Like, no matter, look at every movie he was in. He played Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know.
Jim Carrey plays Jim Carrey.
Some days it'd be like that though. You just got to be ready to put on that.
You gotta do from Jay and Silent Bob, was it with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon? Lion face, lemon face,
Yeah. I have, like I said, they taught it in, well, because I took drama class and stuff like the weird thing about me is I when I was a kid I took chorus,
Yeah.
you know, so I can sing. When I got older and got into like middle school and high school, and well, I was always tall. That's not really.
You could be door. Door.
Hodor.
Hodor. You could be Hodor.
Hodor. Hodor. No, sorry.
Carry that little fucker into you know what? You were fucking heavy.
I'll tell you something funny about that after I finish my sentence. So then when I got older and stuff, I took the drama classes.
And went to anime club.
You know, drama classes, anime club. There was
Wherever the girls were. Chorus had girls.
I mean, yeah.
Drama club had girl. Oh no, we gotta do a kissing scene now.
Well, Tom told me to take home ec, right?
Oh, a lot of girls.
And like originally, he's like, you know what, buddy, if you want to crush ass, as your brother likes to put it, you should take up like hair cutting school because bitches love a guy who can cut hair.
Or home ec or Planned Parenthood.
But I liked I liked the singing and the drama, you know.
You like that passion art.
Right. I you know.
With singing, you put soul, like you put your heart in it. When you're acting, you do
Yeah.
the same, yeah.
You sing with here, not
Yeah, you sing,
know,
yeah.
here. So well, sometimes you sing with here. It depends on.
Say with your chest.
Say it with your chest. You know, but I like the acting and stuff like that. I just don't like. Sometimes I'm tired. You know.
Well, you read the lines and memorize them, and
That's stupid. Yeah.
well, no, you want to ad lib it.
Well, no, I just have somebody tell me the line, and
All right.
then I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm more of a Robin Williams type person. I'll do it your way, but if I think there's a better way to do it, that's what I'm gonna do.
Why the fuck would I say that?
Right? That makes no sense right now.
Throw it. Who wrote this?
Just fuck out of here. All right, it's probably why I'll never work again in Hollywood. I don't know.
Half of Ryan Reynolds' scenes say something funny.
It's all improvised.
Justin Long, he did the same thing. He would ad lib.
Well, it's like after Robin Williams when they started working with people like
Justin
Ryan
Long.
Reynolds and Justin Long and stuff like that.
The whole ad libbing thing.
Right, they would do a few different takes.
They would do their take, and he would just keep going.
Right. You know, get a few different shots and then decide what worked best.
Like when they were talking shit to each other about how he looks like an avocado had another avocado baby and then got squished.
Yeah.
They just kept insulting. They didn't write the insult. They just kept going back
Right.
and forth.
Or like in Fast and the Furious, remember Tyrese looks at the
Oh, yeah,
looks at the
well,
Rock
hide your
is
baby
like,
oil.
better hide your baby oil, Rock. Better hide that big ass forehead. That had nothing to do with.
That was a real spit take.
Yeah, that had
That was
nothing
really
to
ludicrous,
do.
really spit.
Nothing to do with
And
yeah.
Tyrese kept in character. He's like, man, you gotta go that far with it. Like,
Spit all of his drink all over the goddamn table. You know, it's hard to keep that. You know, like it's
especially for the other actor because he's reading his line.
right.
And he knows your line, so he has to know his line because he knows when he goes next. And you're ad libbing the whole thing, and you're just like, "Where was I?"
Well, and that's why the authentic stuff normally really takes. That's why on Wednesday, right? Wednesday we don't have anything planned. We haven't thought about anything. We haven't done anything.
No, I just started writing the description after we were done.
Right, and I just come in
what we
here and
talked about.
find us some news and start talking about stuff. And
Oh, when Brent was here, we were just talking about
Wednesday, next thing you know, it's an hour in. It's like, well, fuck, we might as well be done now.
We did it
you
with
know.
Brent. We just started talking.
It's just it feels
You want
better
to go on
authentic.
adventures? What the fuck's wrong with you?
You know, oh, I hated adventures. I don't like it.
So what happened with this Hodor?
Hold on. It was fucked up.
You said you knew something else about it. You said you talk about it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You said something about Hodor. You're like, oh, I got something about
Oh
that.
yeah. So I'm sorry. So the guy who plays Holdor on Game of Thrones, right? Remember how you said something about him carrying the kid
Yeah, the whole time.
the whole time?
And the kid kept growing.
He said, you know, it wasn't the fact that the kid was getting heavier, because he really was. He was getting heavy fast. Right? He said, the biggest problem was as I was carrying this fucking kid around when we weren't like on camera or in scene, and I still had the kid like holding him. he'd start singing fucking SpongeBob songs in my ear. And I just wanted to drop the little motherfucker on his head.
Michael Keaton during Spider-Man would go up when they got close scenes to Tom Holland. He'd be like, "I'm Batman."
You know, like I feel like because it gets, fucking boring. Even just being acted like
They were saying that between
know.
TV and movies. TV keep going because you're doing episodes. So like
Right.
you're doing 12-hour days. You could be doing 3 episodes in like 2 days.
right.
Right, and when movies, they take forever. That's what they're saying between takes, and you do your line. You're supposed to be there like, show up at 8, and you don't do shit till 6 p.m., and you're there since 8 a.m.
And
not
like,
doing shit.
Why was I sitting here?
But you get paid.
It was in case the director needed you.
Yeah. Your call time's 8, and it's like, all right, they're not gonna need you to 6 p.m. The weather, or the crane broke. Like, he's like, I'm holding this fucking kid.
Second breakfast, ask hobbits.
Ask the Hobbit. Oh, then the little kid, what was he saying? He's like, I was done with my scenes. I was just taking naps. Like, when I was just sitting there, I would just fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like, what?
They're just dragging me around and picking me up and walking me places. I started to think about it. I was like, fuck, why didn't you just use a dummy? Like, you didn't have to drag
They had the
poor,
budget, okay?
Right, they had the budget. They didn't have to drag the poor kid all over.
Could've
the goddamn
CGI'd him.
place.
You can make a dragon, you can't make a kid?
Hodor.
Hodor.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so that's, every day, man, you gotta,
If it's your passion, your dream,
that's it.
or work, because you gotta take care of your family, you gotta be consistent.
Like us, we do Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's what we decided to do, and that's what we do.
First one's just Tuesdays.
Come hell and high water.
We even changed it. We do Wednesdays afternoons, not morning.
I feel like the afternoons do better. Like the late, we're doing it so early. Everyone's like, ugh, who wants to listen to this bullshit this early in the morning?
It was like 9. Now we do like 10:30, 11. Sometimes 10 if we're on time.
I just liked listening to Elvis Duran growing up. So Bob and Tom,
Oh yeah, I was
Fucking-
listening to WRMF this morning. There's so many different games they play in segments, and
I'm just saying. Listen, I like the talk shows in the morning, stuff like that. Even if sometimes they're just random off the wall shit. Like most of the time they didn't have shit. They had times where they had ideas to do things, right? And then they just got to them. Like, what is it? They do the Bob and Tom does the phone call, the prank phone call every morning. Calls somebody and fucks with them.
call someone's spouse.
Oh yeah, someone's spouse, worker, friend. It's great. But all right, I'm done with you for today.
Yay!
Don't forget that we have Anchor version.
We have an Anchor version.
We have
Yep, we're in the ocean, right?
audio version, Anchor FM, Spotify, and
Apple
Apple Podcasts,
okay.
wherever you get your podcasting needs. Don't forget that this month is Pride Month, June,
Believe in yourself.
and our charity is Human Rights Campaign Foundation.
That's
link
right.
The link will, of course, be down below. You can catch us every Wednesday and Tuesday. I was going to say Thursday for some reason.
No Thursdays.
No, you work Thursday.
No Fridays.
No Friday. We might start doing Fridays eventually. You're off. Might as well.
Get to it. Another random day.
Another random day.
What's up, everyone?
Again, that's you, not me. I keep the fire.
I keep the fire.
Catch us Tuesday between 10 and noon,
Yep.
and Wednesday between 4 and
6. That's right.
So it just gives us a 2-hour grace period to get our shit together. Get
Yeah,
Josh
so between
together.
those, you can catch us. But turn your notifications on and it'll tell you right away.
Also, I'm really interested in to see these credits that you have planned. I told him he's got to create credits, so I told him it's
More of
like
a-
every position. It's just got to be Josh Jordan,
No.
and then like
It's
special
more-
actor position.
It's more of an end screen that you can put on YouTube, like so you show the next videos and subscribe.
That's dumb. I said credits.
The same.
Do you not understand credits? The word credits.
It's just, it says Josh Jordan.
It'll be just like a bunch of different positions. Then they'll all say Josh Jordan, and then like special actor, some awesome title for me.
And it'll be like a big David Griffey, right?
That's it.
Steals
Starring,
steals the show.
steals the show every time. Right. Don't forget to subscribe. I see it up there now.
It's nice and big.
All right. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.